Greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. Bear here, 29-year veteran. That'd be in the woods, people. It's where bears live, don't you know? And we're back at it yet again. Another little fun-filled episode here for you guys, playing a little game called Civilization 7. Ah, that's right, people. The good, the bad, and the friends that we make along the way, people. That's right, if you out there, yes, you out there in the chat, ever wanted to tell a talking bear what to do on his old show, you've come to the right channel, at the right time, the right place, as we do a little chat council here, people. So if you don't mind, let me get this thing going here, loaded up and ready to go. Saying hi to Peabody, saying hi to Amy Lester out there as well, also Melissa. I've got angel food cake in my hand, and my wife has McCain deep and delicious chocolate cake. What is that? I'm thinking like John McCain. What the hell? McCain deep and delicious chocolate cake. Well, congratulations. That sounds good. Thought you were gonna say I have angel food cake in one hand and my wife in the other, and I was like, oh, well, that's very nice. Very nice. Well, yes, congratulations to Mrs. Peabody. Enjoy the birthday week here. But unfortunately, we are going to be ending the Spanish, I don't know, age, the Spanish age that we have. Hopefully this night here, people. So let me get right to it here. As you know, in the past, we've been playing as Charlemagne. Not the god, but the king out there. You might be saying, wait a minute, Bear, you said you're playing as the Spaniards. If I know my history correctly, old Charlemagne here, he was French. Well, that's true. That is true, and we actually started out here as Athens. You might be saying, wait a minute, Bear, what the heck is going on here? And I would tend to agree with you. This game is kind of screwy. Anyways, we started out as Athens, the Greeks, Sparta, Lesterville, came over here, kicked some ass. Harriet Tubman, we had to show her a thing or two. Patchouli as well. It's been quite an age, people. Been quite an age, but we are 88% almost through here. Almost through. She told me to tell everyone she's 29. She's been 29 for years. I know, right? I know. Feels good when you've been 29 for that long. Feels really good. Nice and refreshing. Why not? It's a nice round number, says Amy. That's true. That's not quite 30 just yet. They can't say that you're an old person if you're still 29 for like the past decade or so. Let's see. We have a little white chocolate, raspberry, and pumpkin spice cakes. Oh, man. Here we are. Pumpkin spice time. Pumpkin spice. Ruth is jealous, Amy. She is all about, kind of like the movie Dude, she's all about the pumpkin spice. The pumpkin spice, people. Yes, neat. Good to see Melissa here as well. 29 is a very good year. Why not savor it? For the longest time. For the longest time. Bear actually has his coming up here, not that far ahead here. All right, as we found out the last time, we had these treasure convoys, and I was like, well, what happens if we go ahead and unload them? Well, we did that the last time, and I thought it was going to jump up our progress here, but it didn't. It did not. Let the pumpkin spice flow, says Amy. There you go. Hey, Melissa, Ruth was waving. She's just eating cake. Yeah, a mouthful of cake, as it should be. So I thought that this was going to bump us ahead, but it doesn't look like it. But I'm still going to hold off. I really don't need the gold just yet, so we're just going to hold off on the treasure convoys here. We're not gonna worry about any of those, or any of up there with the turn. Wait a minute, no, hold on, I got one more. There goes the, do you have another movement? He's got one more movement left. Let's see. So, where is the plague at? Okay, so I guess he can go there. No, let's just bring him into the town. Let's go ahead and bring him there. Have him cure the town. So queso is the only one that we have. We've got this plague going on, people. Been spreading far and wide. Luckily, we got the guy in the bird mask to help us out here. Kind of like their version of the N95 mask. So we're trying to help out queso here. We also need to get it converted. So we've got a couple of our missionaries heading over this way, so that'll be good. So we just need to keep things steady here for the next couple turns, and we're going to be going in a new age. I don't know what's going to happen. I have no idea. So we'll all find out together here as we shall. Oh, okay, that is actually, I need to get him out of there. I know you want to stick around the gold, but yeah, it's got the plague, so let's not hang around there. Not hang around at all. Okay, here we are, people. I gotta keep an eye on. Here's one missionary over here, and was there another one? He might have got out of range or something like that, but we'll keep an eye on that one. I think that's the only one. I think that's the only one. All right, we are at 127, turn number 127, 1388 D, people. Let's see what happens when we go into the future, people. Into the future. Let's see. Ah, for crying out loud. No, don't go to queso. Okay. Oh, there we go. Why is that so low? There we go. So we got architecture, people. We got architecture. More importantly, we got a relic. So we've got one relic away, and then we're going to be good there. What else did we get? One culture on culture buildings. Okay, that'll help. That'll help a little bit. Purpose of construction is to make things hold together. Of architecture to move us. To move us. You know, the construction guy just wants to make sure that the building is going to be safe and you've got a roof over your head. The architect, you know, he wants to create something great, but, you know, it's probably going to leak and fall down on top of you. So, if you got one to choose the construction worker and not the architect. For sure. Relics are fun, Amy. Relics are fun. So, I've got all this stuff. It makes no sense to get urban planning. Probably doesn't make much sense to get metallurgy. Let's see, what's some of the other ones that we can get? Castles? I get castles. Okay, interesting. Heredity. Okay. Feudalism. See, we still haven't even got a good chunk of feudalism taken care of. A medieval bridge. I could have used that a while back. Okay. Oh, well. Guilds, machinery, and cartography. None of these really matter. I don't know how many turns we have left. I'm just gonna, let's take a look. Let's see what we got here. See, we still never got gunpowder. I never even got metallurgy, so that didn't really matter. I'm just gonna pick something that's like 4 turns. Let's see, 1 food on food buildings and fishing boats or production. Let's just master cartography, just in case. I don't know what that's going to do, but we'll do that. We don't have that many turns left. 1 relic away. Where's Indiana Jones when we need him? Traveling through time, apparently. I mean, didn't he travel through time in the last one, and he came across, like, did he come across the ancient Greeks? I think he did. So, okay, what was I looking for? The works. Okay, so we had that placed. I don't know where it got placed. I guess in the El Escalol here. We only have 1 more that we need. We got, let's see, where was it here? Is it this guy? Yeah, 8 out of 9. 8 out of 9 here. So I got 1 more left to go, and that is right here with social class number 2. So if I get that, I get the next relic, and that will help us. That'll help us. That will help us with the culture. The boats are going to help us with the economic. Military, I don't care about. And science, we'll see if we can get another specialist. I don't know. I really want to be able to get one, though, because I want to be able to fly, people. I want to be able to fly, for crying out loud. There's been no Indiana Jones since the 3rd one. I close my eyes anytime anyone tries to show me other films. I thought the beginning of the fourth film was pretty good, where everybody hated the nuking of the fridge, but I thought it was nice. I thought it was fun, very interesting. Not realistic, but it was interesting. It was fun. That movie was good up until Shia LaBeouf shows up, which probably you can say just about any movie he's in, but yeah, as soon as he shows up on the motors, like, that is where Bear ends Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones gets on the train and he's gonna go, I don't know, he's gonna go meet somebody. I forget who. And I was like, okay, that's a great way to end it. Goodbye. We don't need the rest of the movie. It's fine. Aliens, time travel. We can put that off to the side. Maybe you'll develop flight as another superpower, asked Amy. Maybe. I could. Yeah, the El Escorial in Madrid. So Mrs. P Money has another relic in her possession. Congratulations. It's a birthday gift. Mount Hudson has erupted. Uh-oh. That's their fault, not mine. All right. You know what? Let's... how long would it take for me to make an army commander? 12 turns. I don't need that. Let's just do a merchant. See what we can do with that. What I might do is I might buy a army commander so I can put a number of units in there. I've got one. Yeah, I've got a number over here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's see how much that is. Actually, can I buy it over here? Be a little bit closer. Maximum purchase. Can I do it? Can I do it? Army commander. 2,500 gold. Holy mackerel, that's like half of the gold that I have. Might wait till the next turn for that one. Okay, choose production. Athens. I don't know. Something? Maybe? Haven't really figured it out. Let's just do a missionary just in case. We need a Transformer fan edit of the trilogy, editing out any Shia appearances. Let's see, I know I've watched the first one and I think the second one. I don't think I've seen the third one. Was that the one that they had in Chicago? I want to say that was the third one. I've seen like the very beginning of it, and that's it. Where they got rid of Megan Fox and they got the other model in there. She was cute. Yeah, all I remember is the very first part with the hot model, and that was it. That's all that I remembered about that movie. Let's see. Thanks, everyone, for the birthday greeting, says Mrs. Money out there. And congratulations. Enhanced relics. Yay, that's good. That is good. I'll show you. It's right here. We got it in our nice little LS or whatever you call it here. So it's in there. It's in there. I'm assuming the Grapevine Cross. So if you've ever wanted a Grapevine Cross... you got to come all the way to Madrid to check it out, along with a skull and another skull. They really like their skulls over there, and knives, and I can't tell what that is because it's freaking covering up. Something so far. I can't tell. It's hard to tell, but nice little collection there in Madrid, Mrs. Money. Got a nice little collection there. I mean, if you like, skulls and swords. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All in here. So that worked out. That was a great build right there. We were able to collect all our relics. So we're one away. We're one away from that. I mean, of course, they must be even better than the normal kind of relics. Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right, this guy is hanging outside of Queso because the plague is taking place. And that's a bad thing. That's definitely a bad thing. All right, can we get him up there and see how he's injured? He was over here in the plague, so he got injured. So let's go ahead and treat the sick. I think it takes 2-3 turns. I'm not sure. But let's go ahead and start. Yep, go ahead, get over there and start converting. Okay, do I have another movement? Please tell me I've got another movement. All right, so let's convert that. They are just confused. We converted from Judaism back to Catholic. Oh! There we go. Even through the plague, the bright light of the Lord comes down and blesses all of you who wish to follow him instead of, what is it? Confucianism. Yeah, we don't want that. Definitely don't want that. All right, can this guy make it? Can he make it? No, he's got, like, way too many turns. Oh, that's the wrong guy. There we go. There you go. Can he make it? Can he make it? Nope, he can't. I don't want him to die either, so I'm just going to keep him right outside of the plague area. I couldn't help with this guy. Couldn't help with that guy, and we'll see what happens with this other missionary. So we've got 2 over here. So we got plenty here just in case. So I think we'll be okay with that. You stay there. Yeah, there you go, Abby. Oh. All right, you heal. You just kind of, I don't know, stay on alert, I guess. I don't know. Wait, why do I have a... Why does he have the glow around him? What's going on here? I have no idea. Okay. I'm just bringing him up here just to kind of see what's out this way. There you go. Oh, okay. I guess it's so you can see what unit you're at. I never noticed the holy light before that's up here. Okay, interesting. All right, treasure convoy, you stay there. Boat, you stay there. Convoy, you stay there. Treasure convoy, you stay there. Physician, I'm keeping the physician here in Madrid, Mrs. P. Money, just to keep your city plague-free as I can. As much as I can here. All right, we've got this missionary here. I'm just going to leave him here, just in case we have anybody converted up here. The boat can stay. What the heck? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Here is our... So we meant to go down to Rome, right? Meant to come all the way down here for some of this stuff. This route is by sea. Okay. We'll do it. Do it. Send merchant. There we go. Hopefully that'll get us something. I don't know what, but there we go. Hopefully money. That's the most important part. What the heck is this thing? I have no idea what the Mandarin is. I guess... I have no idea. Let's take a look. Let's see what that is, if it'll tell us. Is it R-I-N? Mandarin? Did I get that wrong? M-A-N-D... A-R-I-N. Okay, there we go. Unique merchant. Unique merchant. Okay, well, good for them. Good for them. Don't die. Hopefully you do not die. And you're able to get where you go. Meanwhile, we are keeping an eye out here. We're trying to take a look and see what the rest of this continent is. We've got a majority of this continent already taken a look at, so we're good. We're good as far as that goes. But let me send this guy back, because I want to get him over here with this river. So let's bring him up here, and hopefully there's nobody here to kill me. And, of course, it takes... Oh, no, it didn't. Okay, cool. All right, let's just bring... I just want to bring him over there. Oh, crap! I didn't realize there was a boat there. Oh, for crying out loud. Heavy archer. Oh, terrific. Ah, great. Well, you know what? I do got this guy right here. Maybe... Can I attack? Can I attack? Why can't I attack? I just want to attack. Why does he shrink? He shrank. My boat... Honey, I shrank the boat. I have no idea how that happened, but I guess if you go in the river, they shrink. Must be cold in that river. Must be cold in the river. Jesus is the Messiah. No, he isn't. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Wins, says Amy. There you go. There we go. So, yeah, I can't attack on that turn. Gosh dang it. I'm trying to get over here to this little tent camp over here. Let's see if I can go through here. Yay, I can. Okay, so unless there's some, like, mountains or something like that over here. Land. We should be able to get through here. It might come down this way. I don't know, but I think we're clear. I think we have a very small, very narrow path to the southern. If I ever wanted to bring ships, you know, from one side here to, you know, the other side, I can. If nobody has me blocked here. We'll see. We shall see, though. All right. What am I going to do with these scouts now that I have... For crying out loud. Let's bring him up here. Hopefully nobody's there to kill me. Nobody's there to kill me. That's nice. And let's bring this guy over here, because I've got this archer here. He needs to get out of the water, so I just want to kind of be right near the water, just in case. Jump right back into the water in case I need to. Bear's being mean to the ships, making them explore the freezing cold waters. It's freezing cold. Yep. Yes, it sure is. Sure heck is. When you've got icebergs hanging off the coast there, it's probably pretty cold. Probably pretty cold here, people. All right, so there is that. I've explored everything with this guy. What was his special thing? Oh, the army commander stuff. So I really don't have any. I'll send them down here just to get this one little spot, but I don't think there's anything else that I really need to take a look at. I don't know what's going on up here. There's a lot of knights right there. Holy moly. Holy macaron. I guess he's, yeah, I guess he's making some moves on this island over here, but yeah, he's got two bad dudes over there, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, that is it for that turn. That is it for that turn. I'm basically trying to get through the turns relatively quickly so we can kind of just get to the next age here. Hopefully tonight. So that's kind of why we're running through it here. Maybe the ship is crewed by penguins. Very interesting. At least they're dressed really nice. Gotta say that about the penguins. They are dressed very, very nice. Alright, I'm keeping an eye on this missionary. I don't think there's any other missionaries around, which is great. And we'll see how long it takes for Queso to heal. Or did I already do that, or am I waiting on the guy? I forget. Where is our... Let's see. That's not our... No, that is ours. Let's see. Missionary. I thought wait, didn't I bring the physician over here? Didn't I do that? I thought I did. I'm losing track, people. Anyways, Queso, there we go. All right, next turn. Here we go. 128 and 1385. I still got a freaking... Who am I? Oh, okay. All right, you move there. You move there. There's our other conquistador. He's just exploring the cold waters with our penguin friends. Yep, penguin and a top hat, Amy. There you go, penguin and a top hat. All right, there we go. Judaism, okay. Okay, well, guess what, people? Now is your time. Now is your time as soon as I click this. 10% remaining. Yep, 90%. Okay. Pardon me. Something's erupted. Poor Ahsoka, the world renouncer. The world is renouncing him. All right, we've got narrative choice time, people. And that means only... Oh, for Christ's sake. I thought it was going to be something fun. Oh, boy. We get a narrative choice, and you get to choose what terrible thing we get to do to Spain now. Okay. A white horse, people. A white horse. Trained doctors flee prey... why? We're trying to send our doctors in there to heal. Crying out loud. Trained doctors flee plague-struck cities. Much like the doctors during the old Wu flu. Put them on a ventilator. They'll be fine. While charlatans I should say, peddle false cures, in their stead, drawing the desperate and naive alike. Those neighborhoods that remain erect barricades to exclude the sick, put up that wall, and the plague seeps in regardless. Well, that wall was not high enough. The best administrators seek to aid where they can. The worst simply seek to survive. Boy, man, this game makes me feel really great. Man, I'm really glad that I spent a lot of time making sure my civilization was healthy and not at war. And for crying out loud, one crisis policy. Terrific. So you, yes, you out there get to choose. What the heck? Thought I had to choose. Yeah, okay, here we go. We get to choose a crisis policy. Yay! Wait a minute, what? 5 to 21 turns. Huh, okay, interesting. So we got 5 turns or 21 turns? I have no idea. Let's see. What's? Humoralicism. That's how I read it. Gain science when physicians treat the sick on a tile with a hospital. We don't have a hospital. What the? Are you people just making things up now? Lazaratoons. Lazaratones? Laser atos. Laser atos. I don't know. It's Greek to me. And I'm not Greek anymore. Buildings improvements in districts and coastal settlements with a dungeon are not damaged by major outbreaks. We'll just throw them in the dungeon. We don't need no stinking walls. That's what the Chinese probably did back in the Wu flu. So, yeah, just throw them in the dungeon. They'll be okay. I don't think we have any cities with a dungeon that's on the coast. We got a couple with dungeons, but they're not on the coast. Building improvements in districts and settlements with a commander stationed are not damaged by major outbreaks. Okay, we'll do this one. Whatever it's called. I don't even know. I like the idea of laser toes. How do you pronounce it? Lazarettos? Lazaratoos? I don't know. You know, it's like I slipped and, hit my Lazaretoo, and boy, it hurt for like a week and a half. I have no idea. Humoralism, I have no idea. Corden Santorini. Okay, I can pronounce that. I like that. I bet Ruth knows. Well, when she puts down the cake, we'll have to ask what laser toes are. I have no idea. Laser toes. Cubalism. Yeah, I can't. I can't even. Anyways, we're doing that one. We'll see how it works. Hopefully we don't need to even use it. So they give us this things, and it's like, yay, this is supposed to be a great thing, isn't it? It's like, no, not really. Not really. So I have, at the very bare minimum, 5 turns. So I'd want to find stuff that are 5 turns or less. So, like, for example, a physician. I can also do research. Let's see. I mean, I could try and get some of these science stuff, but I don't know if it, like, pays off in the next age. Like, if you get a whole bunch of science stuff, does that help you out? I have no idea. Oh, we did Corden Santorini. That would be buildings, improvements, in districts and settlements with a commander stationed are not damaged by major outbreaks. So, for example, are they cured? Did they find? No, they are not cured. So I had an army guy right here, and he was in queso. So if I had that before the plague hit, apparently some of the stuff that are damaged over here wouldn't get damaged. So that's nice. I don't know if you have to keep the army guy in there, and I don't know if he would still be injured. I'm not sure. Not sure about that. I'm not going to put him in there to find out. I don't really care. Don't really care that much. All right, Madrid. That's right. I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I have no real big thoughts on this. You know, I'm just going to do a missionary. We'll just do a missionary. And that'll be in 2 turns. Hopefully, I've got 5 turns. And we can do another, what do they call that? The specialist. So hopefully we can do that. And let's see. Well, nope, not that. Where am I? So I would have that for the science. I've got all my boats ready for the economic. Culture, I've got one or 2 turns left, and I'll get the other relic. So we're doing good. We're doing good. I just don't know how many turns I have left. At least 5. At least 5 of them. So, okay, this guy is already injured, and he's got 1 turn left. And so Judaism would be urban. So let's put him in an urban tile here. Yeah, that'll work. That will work. And no, not that. Where did he go? There he goes. Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go, people. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Take that, plague! By the power of Christ, compel me! Get the hell out of here. Get the heck out of here, plague. So there we go. We converted Queso back over to Catholic. That's good. I could have sworn we've already done our physician in here, so that should be fixed in the next couple turns there. So hopefully it just doesn't spread up here to Madrid. That's the only thing that I don't need it to do. Other than that, I think we're good. Hold on. Oh, let's see. Hold on. Where are we at? Laser Etos. It's an isolation hospital. Ah. With lasers? Laser ETS. ET has lasers now. Okay. My wife just gave me an eye roll. I gave you an eye roll. When the physician vanishes, it almost looks like he got buried under the city. Yeah, so I thought I had a physician there. And I guess he did get buried underneath the city. So, whatever. So hopefully that'll get healed here. Maybe he fell into that random pit. Yeah, you gotta watch out for those random pits that are around here. Okay, that's a trade caravan. And then there is our other missionary. I don't have anybody else, right, around. I don't think. All right, let's put him back in Taruga. It's kind of a middle area right here. So we'll have him, I think he had, 4 turns? No, not that guy, the other one. Yeah, 4 conversions. We've got 1 up here at Axum. So we got 1 to the north, 1 to the south on the west coast, and we're building, We're building 1, yeah, in Madrid. And I think we are good. I don't see anybody else unless they come up this way. So, Sparta. Okay. Aha. Okay. Right. Where is it? Yeah, there he is. Okay, Ahsoka. Okay. All right. So, did Sparta? I forget if they had a temple or not. Okay, so we can purchase 1 here, right? We can purchase a missionary 425. We'll go ahead and do that. We'll do that there. And we'll just keep an eye on Ahsoka here. He's trying to convert Sparta. We'll just convert it back over, and then we'll see where he goes. And then we're building another one. Missionary up here at Athens. Okay, cool. So if he comes up this way, we'll have another missionary there. If he goes over to Cricket Town or something, we'll be good. We'll be good. So I'm just trying to keep an eye on all that. My work here is done. Physician buries into the ground to hibernate. That's probably something they did back then. Well, hibernation sounds like a good idea. I cured 1 city of the plague. Time to retire. hey, you know, if you were a physician back in the Middle Ages trying to cure the plague, yeah, one city, it'd be like, yeah, okay, we're good. I don't need to see. There was a lot of paintings that I was going through to find different thumbnails. Some of that stuff's pretty wicked. I think I had one a couple shows ago where, like, it was literally death. Like, you would see the skeletons, and they were all coming out of hell, and, you know, throwing people into pits, and, you know, running them over with horses, and man, they had some wild, vivid imaginations way back when. Some pretty wild stuff there. So, okay, there's the missionary. You can stay there. Missionary can stay there. Ah, okay, there is another one up there. Harriet Tubman, I see you. Thank goodness we got another missionary there. Okay, so we're going to have to play defense with her. We're going to have to play defense with Ahsoka. And then maybe another one. Sorry. Hold on one second, people. Where is... I need a freaking back scratcher. Where is it? Where's my back scratcher? Oh, okay. Pair of glasses, that'll work. No, glasses don't work. I need I need something here. 1 second, people. Back itches. Give me something. Anything to scratch it with. I don't have nothing, man. Here we go. I went to the hairstylist today. You might say, Bear goes to a hairstylist? Well, it's not a barber, that's for sure. We went to the hairstylist today. And, you know how when you get a haircut, you get all nice and trimmed and looking good and everything? But then, like, all the old hair kind of, like, sticks around and makes it all itchy and scratch. It's, like, right there, right in my shoulder blades. Right there in my shoulder blades. So I'm having to find something to scratch it with. Urgh. Here we go. Won't somebody scratch my back? All right. Here we go. Bear's claws don't quite reach. No, not quite. Not quite. Right in the... gosh dang it. Yeah. Don't bears just use trees to back... yeah, okay. Gosh, I forgot all about that. And the hairstylist's first words aren't, a bear! Well, you know, but hey, listen. I tip pretty good. So, you know. I had to do a little trim, people. Had to do a little trim today. There we go. All right, anyways. Where are we? Come on, Bear. I want to hear about your hairstyling adventures. Just here to play a video game and tell Bear what to do. All right. I don't know where to go. Or who to trade with. I have no idea. I don't know. Let's trade with us. Well, no, I'm already trading with this, aren't I? I think I am. Let's see. I don't know. Do that. Let's see here. Patchouli? Should we do patchouli? I don't know. I have no idea what that is. None whatsoever. Golden wine. I like golden wine. That's pretty good. I don't know. I wish I would tell you, hey, just trade with this person. I don't know. All right, whatever. We'll trade gold and wine. Why not? What the heck? Send my merchant. Okay, there we go. Glad you're feeling civilized then. For civilization. That's true, Amy. That's definitely true. All right. Okay, we're keeping these guys out of queso for right now until they get healed. Doing that. And I just want to bring my horse guy up here just to kind of keep an eye. I was wondering where his... There is his settler. God, I hope he doesn't land right here. If Patchouli lands right there, we're going to war. Again. For the third time. Or, excuse me, the second time. That would be, Harriet Tubman would be the third time. Alright, so, let's see here. You know what? Since we've already got 10%, let's just go ahead and do the the treasure convoys right now. We'll do that. That gave us... You know what we can do? We'll do this. We'll do the treasure convoys, and we'll take a... I don't think it would cover everything. Let's see. 3, 6, 900... maybe 1,200 at the very most. I think it costs... What was it? Like 1,500 for the Army Commander. So we'll put a majority of that towards the Army Commander. So let's do this guy. There we go. I've earned... I can't read it because the cursor is in the way, but it's a legacy point. Yay! And I get a legacy option as well. Well, look at me. Look at me. Where am I? There we go. So we finally got that. There we go. Pretty cool. I'm definitely not going to be able to get 20, so that's not going to happen, Rick. And then the last we're doing is relics and specialists. So that'll be it. That done's be it for us. All right, there we go. There's that. Let's see. That was 2. So how much was it? 200 gold. Okay, so 3, 6, 9, 1,100. If Bear's math is correct. Let's see. Oh, trading now, huh? Says Amy. I feel like that is new. No, we did that before. It's just not something that I normally did. Mainly because I've got plenty of resources. I mean, I could use one in Madrid. I could use one in Pat, you know, but one in Sampra, a couple in Queso. But other than that, I'm doing fine on resources. I really don't need it. Okay, was there one more? No, there was not. So what do we figure? About 1,100. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's go over to Axum since that's where all the people are. Let's go down to, it's already purchased, so let us purchase a Army Commander. 2,565 gold. It's a little less than half of what we have so far. So this is kind of a little bit of a gamble here, so to speak. What I want to do is purchase the Army Commander. And then we've got... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, and I think 4 units here that we can put into our Army Commander. So when we go to the next age, supposedly, the Army Commander keeps all the units that is in his Army Commander. But if I leave him out like this, I have a pretty big chance of them disappearing on the next age. So I'm spending a lot of money to keep the units that I already have. Now, they're going to be converted to whatever unit is in the next age. I'm not going to be running around with knights in the modern age. That'd be kind of weird. Weird. But that's kind of the idea behind it. So 2565. Whew, that's my biggest purchase so far. So there we go. There's that guy. Cool beans. Bear says patchouli, and I think the drug. Oh, Bear says queso, and I hear cheese. There you go. Feels like a weird stream, but also strangely normal. Patchouli is our world renouncer. This is this guy right here. With this nice little... There he is, Ahsoka, the world renouncer. Oh, no, wait, you were meaning patchouli. Patchouli, my bad. That's this fella right here. That's this fella right here. Patchouli. Or I think it's Patchakudi. I think how you pronounce it. But I say patchouli because... Listen, I'm a talking bear. And as long as it's somewhat close to the English language, then we'll call it good enough. So there's that. And then from patchouli, we actually took queso. Qusqu. Qusq. Somebody want to take a stab at that one? I don't know. I just call it queso. And we also got over here Patura. I just call it Pat, because it starts with P-A-T, and I just said Pat. Because, you know, I'm not good with strange names, people. Not at all. I'm a talking bear. What's your excuse? That's right, Amy. That's right. All right. So let's just bring our guy right up here, just to mess with old Patchouli here and figure out where he's going. All right. Here is our conquistador, as he is exploring the Arctic, as conquistadors are known to do. Got to make sure that those polar bears are on the up and level here. All right, where did his guy... What? Wow. Those conquistadors are really... Oh, wait. Yeah, wait. Yeah, he's on the... He's in the same tile as my guy. How does that work? Well, number one, let's get you the heck out of there. That'd be the first thing that we do. Yeah, look, there was another... Okay. And I could not attack them for some reason. I don't know why. I could before, but now I can't now, for some reason. I don't know. I have no idea. This game, people. This flippin' game. So I want to kind of stay out of the range of this archer. Let's see. Let's just bring him down here, and that way he'll stay out of the range. This guy is, well, back in the water you go. Back in the water you go. I think maybe I can bring him around this way, maybe, hopefully. I know there was a lot of units here the last time, so we'll see. We'll definitely see how it goes. But I want to bring him over here if I can get him over there in time. I don't know. And it looks like we are able to get around this way, I think. So we should be good there. Cool. And Scouty Scout. Let's just go for broke here. Let's see, 10 turns. I don't think we can make it, but let's just give it a shot. Just give it a shot here. If I lose them, then, you know, it stinks, but I don't think that they're going to carry over to the next age, so at this point it doesn't really even matter. I don't think. Okay, we're keeping an eye on Sparta, if I remember correctly, and then also Axum. So it's going to be at two sides of the map here, but we're going to keep an eye on both of them. Let's see. In your experience, Bear, are polar bears usually on the level? They're all right. Can't complain. Can't complain about polar bears, you know. It's not like humans. Bears don't try to kill other bears. You know, we're not, you know, up there on a roof somewhere scoping out, you know, our mortal enemies or anything like that. So, no, they're fine. They're fine. I'd say they're a little upside down because they're, you know, at the bottom of the world, but... You know, hey, it's fine. It's fine. A good point. Unless SeaWorld has polar bears, though they might be tourists, who to say? I don't know. Does SeaWorld have polar bears? Polar bears? I know they got the... Well, they had the orca whale down there. I don't know if they're still there or not. You know, they had the whole thing where it's like, oh, we got to free Willy. We gotta free the whales, and then they freed the whales, and the whales are like, I have no idea what to do. I've been in captivity all my life. What the heck? What the heck do I do out here? I have no idea. They, like, one or two of them either died or got really malnourished. Now, they didn't get enough to eat. That's what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, I would hate to have polar bears here in Florida. Bear does live in Florida, that's true. He spent time with polar bears. Earth has a seismic shift coming. Is that where the polars are going to swap? They're going to swap around. South will be north, and north will be south, and the geese won't know where to fly. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead. Turn number 129, people. 1390 AD. Let's see how far they take us here. Okay, all right. Oh my God, more. Okay, well, I don't think anybody got converted, but there's what now? 1, 2, 3 missionaries that I got to worry about. 3 missionaries I have to worry about, people. Ian Batula has completed a milestone for enlightenment. Well, good for you, Ian. Good for you. Whoops, where did I do? I don't know. Look, I'm on top here. Very cool. I'm not even shooting for the military victory, and I'm in 2nd place. Treasure fleet, yeah, I'm 1 behind. Look there. And enlightenment, I am not getting anywhere on science. That's just not gonna work. Okay. All right, good for him. Let's see. Agenda Augustus has changed our relationship, hopefully for the better. Do you like us now, Augustus? Please tell us you like us. Is he gonna growl at us? Grrrr! No, you grrr! Grrrr! Don't be grrring at me. Grrrr! Okay, well, apparently it didn't change it for the better, that's for sure. Not at all. Let's see, negative 100 declared war. Yeah, you know, that's usually what happens. Usually what happens is you declare war on somebody and they just don't really like you that much. Sorry to say. A gradient dust storm has developed and is headed to the northwest. Where? Oh, over there. I don't care. Who cares? That's Chenang's problem, not mine. Augustus. Yeah, well, good luck with that, Augustus. All right. Are we free of the plague? Nope, we're still not free of the plague. All right, you stay there. Missionary is good so far. I don't see anybody been converted, so I think we're good. I think we're good there. You can stay there. A gradient dust storm. Yeah, that's... Oops. Sorry, I clicked off of it, Amy. But yes, apparently some sort of gradient dust storm. Has different grades, apparently. All right. You know what? Let's take our missionary and just kind of shadow Harriet Tubman here. Just going to shadow her and kind of see where she's going. I know I'm sending the guy away from Axum, but I don't think we have anybody else that I got to worry about. All right. There is our army commander. All right, so let's start bringing some guys over. Let's see if they go. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, of course, I ran out of turns. Naturally. Naturally, of course. I've got a road right there that goes right into the city, but yeah, no. Okay. All right, fine. Okay. Well, let's at least have this guy join. There we go. Okay. And then maybe this guy. Maybe. Of course not. Of course not. No. Okay. I wish it would tell you that, you know, if you go to this tile that's the next one over, and you got 3 movements, it's going to take all 3 of them away. That would have been helpful. Like it's not one color. I don't know. I can't see it. It's all the way over here. Where was it? It's right there, but I can't see what's going on, so I can't really tell you. I mean, I could send my scout up here if you really want me to check it out, but I really don't want to look at a sandstorm. Not my highest thing that I want to get done right now. All right, we'll stay in Madrid for you. And the army commander will stay there. And the boat will stay there. And the missionary will convert our city or town? Rural. Okay. Go down here. Yeah, there we go. There's the other one. Okay. All right, here we go. On 3. 1, 2. Oh, 25 gold. And the light of the Lord shines down upon us and says, Confucianism, go away. That's okay, says Amy. Scout has better things to do. I know. He does. Hopefully he can get there in time. That's the hope. Alright, you stay there. And I'm just going to have these guys just kind of stay on alert and keep an eye out on what's going on. Yeah, okay, there he go. He's going to go. If he stays on course, he's going to land right there. So let's yeah, you basically have an arrow pointed right to where that settler is going to go. He learned his mistake from the last time, so hopefully he just comes up here. If he does, I'm fine with it. I don't. That's fine by me. Not gonna bother me there, Patchouli. Not at all. All right, this guy is just checking out the Arctic, waving to the polar bears. Hello, polar bears. Stay frosty. Stay frosty. Yeah, that's a lot to check out. So I don't know. There's might be some more islands over here. I don't know. We'll have to keep exploring, people. All right, Scout. I have no idea where that archer went, so let's go ahead and get him into the ocean here. So we'll take this guy and bring him over this way. So we'll come this way, and then we got this other Scout kind of coming over this way. I would have loved to have checked this spot out, but I don't know. We'll wait and see. All right, hopefully, let's just give it a shot. Let's go this way and see what happens. Again, if we lose them, we lose them. I'm not trying to lose them, but we'll see. So there we go. See, he grew. He grew. He like jumped in size. Let's take a look at this guy, right? Let's see if he grows. He does not grow. Why does the one ship grow but not the other ship? And of course we got archers. I don't know. A lot of shrinkage going on down there in the Antarctic. That's for sure. Putting a Scout in the ocean. That's right, Amy. Well, actually, it is a sea. It's not a... Well, they call it coastal. Ocean would be the deep ocean here, where it says ocean. This is just a coastal area, so we're okay. We'll be safe. We will be safe. All right, let's see if we can get through there. Yes, we can. They got the Arctic Passage. What would they call this? The Antarctic Passage? But there we go. So you can get from one side of the continent to the other. Oh, there's another one right there. Look at there. Very cool. So let's make sure one of our guys can get up that way. There we go. Cool. Hopefully he doesn't get killed. Hopefully. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let's not do that. We'll just do the two right there. Because I'm not sure if we're going to get attacked or not. So, and I want to get to this one as quick as I can. I've got this other one here that I can bring up kind of this way if I need to. So that'll be my plan there. I want to get both of these right here. So, we'll see. We shall see. The Penguin Passage. I like that. I like that. All right. Harriet Tubman is over there. What's his face is over here? Patchouli. Okay. So I've got Sparta, and I'm keeping an eye on Harriet Tubman over here. All right. Just keep swimming, Scout. You can do it. Yeah. No, they got a boat. They're fine. If the Scout hadn't learned to swim by now, that's his loss. Okay. Turn number 130, which, by the way, let's just check it out. 4 turns or 20. 4 turns, 20 turns. Take your pick. Have no idea. None whatsoever. Hopefully. Oh, great. I got 4 turns left on Growing Madrid. So that ought to be an interesting one. That's going to be coming up to the wire. That would be, not that screen, it was the other one. Here we go. So we got our treasure fleet. That would be our pardon me, our science. That'd be our science. So I at least want to try and get that with our flight. And then we're working to get our relic, I think, this turn? This next turn coming up? Yeah, okay. So we'll have that this next turn. So that's like 2 out of 3. So we'll be doing cool by that. Bourgeoisie, really? Okay. Get some bourgeoisie going there. Okay. All right, all right, all right, all right. Oops, there we go. All right, I gotta keep an eye on both of those. Here we go. Here we go. Confucianism, okay. Harriet Tubman is going all the way across the map for some reason. Okay, cool. All right, so we got this milestone complete. Yay. We get a legacy point and a legacy option. Very cool.
When monks are righteous, rajas are righteous.
Yeah.
When ministers are righteous, Brahmins and householders are righteous.
Oh, okay, blah, 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 blah. Yada. Okay, anyways. So, we have... Oh, now there's 12. So, we got what we needed to do with the, what is this? The culture path. We basically got where we needed to do with the economic path. Military, I'm not even going to worry about. So the only thing left, that'll be our specialist. And we're keeping an eye on Madrid. He's got 3 turns away, and we are we have completed 100% progress. Okay, well, that's not going to be good. Well, we got 2 out of 3. That ain't bad. So if you came here to the show to find out what happens when it goes to the next age, you came at the right time, because now we get to do that. Yay. The audio seems to not be crackling today. All right. Good. Good deal. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see. The great work, robes, has been added to the temple in Sparta. So we get robes. Everybody else gets skulls and like swords and all sorts of cool stuff. Sparta, they get some robes. That's about it. Okay. All right, so I think this is our last turnaroo here. So let's go ahead and make sure that we're going to convert Sparta over. That's urban, so let's put them in an urban tile. There we go. All right, say it with me, people. On a 1, on a 2. Oh! There we are. Take that, heathens, and give me your gold. Most importantly, I got an army to pay for. Okay, so we did the robes. Okay, there's a dust storm. There they go. See, even your wall couldn't keep out the dust storm. That's their problem. Confucius has completed enlightenment. Oh, he's completed it. Holy cow. Well, Confucius is very smart, apparently. Okay, good deal. Oops. Okay. All right, so one of the big things that I need to do here real quick is let's go ahead and get these knights into our army. Right, there. So he should have, why does he only have 3 units? Oh, this guy down here. Okay, yes. Okay, please give me more than 1 turn here. Oh, for crying out loud. It's not going to give it. Actually, let's do this. Let's Army Commander, bring him out of the city. Right? And then I can bring this guy into the army right there without having to move and lose my movement. So, whew, okay. So we've got all those units into the army. So we've got 1, 2 armies over here for Harriet Tubman. We'll see if these units kind of stick around for the next era or not. But some of the units, like this guy down here, we might lose him. We might lose this guy down here. Okay, there we go. The Spartan Spa. Oh, Sparta gets robes, like robes from a spa. Yeah, the Spartan Spa. There we go. No wonder Smart is always unhappy. All right, people, you've waited long enough. You get a little bit of narrative choice time here. Let's get to... Oh, for crying out loud. I apologize, people. You do not get a narrative choice. You just get told what's going to happen. Rebirth, they say. As urban districts turned on themselves, what? In the face of the plague? Well, new designs emerged. Choked urban streets are now replaced by broad avenues. Sewage is no longer dumped into the reservoir as an unseen enemy requires constant vigilance. Lesson learned through grief. Are we talking about Antifa? What are we talking about here? Oh, the plague. Well, they're interchangeable. All right. Yay, we get a narrative choice. Narrative told. Okay, there you go. We get a narrative told, not a narrative choice. Apparently. Who will carry on our legacy? They ask. That's a good question, because I don't know. All right, here we go, people. Brand new age. Yay! I'm so glad we hit it so quickly. I was trying to get a little bit more done, but that's all right. Wonder if I should just go to war against somebody here, just for the hell of it. All right, here we go. Oh, I thought it was going to do something. Okay. All right, maybe it's the next turn. I have no idea. None whatsoever. All right, we get to grow Holy Toledo. Where shall we grow Holy Toledo? Didn't we have this choice the last time? Yeah, we wanted to get dyes. Wanted to get dyes, right? Maybe I could get marble, but... No, we'll go ahead and do dyes. We'll go ahead and do dyes. There we go. Oh, it opened up a little spot there. Cool. Very cool. So we got dyes now. Yay. Why are we responding to anybody? Okay. Sure. Whatever. Local festival. I don't know if this continues in the next age or not. I would assume that it is canceled. So I don't know why he's bringing this up, but okay. Sure. Whatever. Fine. Great. Choose a civic. It doesn't really matter. I don't know. We'll do bureaucracy. Doesn't really matter. Choose production. I don't even know. I have no idea what to choose. Notre Dame? I don't even know how many turns I have left, so I don't even know why I'm choosing stuff here, but missionary. What the hell? Why not? Resources. Ah, there we go. So there is a bonus resource that we can choose to put in queso or sampra. Oh, let's see. Gives us gold and happiness. Yeah, we'll do it to sampra. Sampra doesn't have anything. We'll do it there. Good for them. They need a little bit of niceness and all the way up here near the North Pole. All right. I don't know. This is just going to be a lot of space bars because I have no idea what's going to happen next. I would figure that that we're done. One second here, people. 1 second. There we go. All right, hold on 1 second here. Let's see. Test. Are we still on? Are we still on? I had the power go out, so I don't know if I'm still on. Let's see. Can you hear me? I hear you, says Amy. I hear you now. Okay, good. Luckily, I've got the router on a battery backup here in the cave, so there we go. Cool. Good deal. All right, let me get back to it here. Why is it not giving me the sound for it? Hold on 1 second here, people. La 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 la. Okay, that is working, but my audio here isn't. Huh. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry, people. 1 second here. Let's try plugging it back in. See if that works. Okay, I can hear it now. Okay. There we go. That's the longest fraction of a second I have ever had, says P Money. Okay, there you go. Yeah, it's not raining. It hasn't rained here for like 10 days. So I don't know. I don't know what just happened. We had the power go out, so we're back though. We are back, people. We're back. You're down for like fraction of a second and then back. Okay, cool. Cool bit. Yeah, it probably just when it clicked over for the battery. That's probably what it was. All right. Power isn't gonna deter us now. Christopher Columbus is in the right spot, so let's go ahead and do whatever he does. Okay. Cool. It all disappeared. Okay, well, look at there, Christopher Columbus. Wow! Wow, Christopher Columbus really opened up the ocean. Once again, Mrs. P Money is right on the money with a great conquistador and gave us a nice little opening on the map here. So we've literally explored this entire ocean just with Christopher Columbus. I wish I would have known that. I had no idea there's something up here. There you go. There we go. So, cool. Very cool. Thank you, Christopher Columbus. In almost 100 years from when you did discover America. All right, let's see here. Queso, rural. I don't know if I can make it there or not. Yes, I can. Whew. Luckily, I kept him right there. I don't know why he doesn't go on the road, though. Okay, come on. All right. One of the last times here, people. There we go. Light of the Lord shining down on us. There we go. Converting our city of Queso back over to Christianity. You had to do it in the pit, though. That's the pits. That's the pits. Ooh, a frozen island in the Arctic. Yeah, that was nice. Listen, I'm well over my settlement limit, so I don't need any more cities, but interesting to see, for sure. Okay, you stay there. Yeah, it looks like he's going right up to this place. Yep. Now, here's the question. I don't really know how many turns I have. Like, I think we should be done, right? I would imagine. Where is it? It says it ended, so we're at the end. We're done. So I would imagine next turn we're going to go back over. So all these units are going to disappear. So, he finally gets all the way up to the island that it looks like he wants to land on, and I think they're all going to disappear. I think. I don't know that for a fact, but we'll see. We shall see. All right, physician. Hopefully I didn't need to use him. I could have sworn we brought it down to here to Queso. I could have sworn we had a guy there. All right. Well, anyways, the physician, he'll stay there. Missionary, I've got Harriet Tubman, but I don't think that she's going to be able to make it. The islands go poof. No, the islands don't go poof. It's all the units. All the units here, including this guy here, my guy. He's probably going to disappear. So the next age, I think the next turn, all these units probably are going to... There's two. I didn't realize it. There's two of them. So I believe they're going to disappear. So he gets all the way up here and they're going to go poof. Which is kind of funny on my part, but that's the game. That's the game, Firax's game. I didn't make it up. You did. So, missionary just basically stays where he is. I don't see any other place that needs to be converted. Cool. All right. We'll just follow along, but again, I don't think we're going to need it. I don't think so. Okay. Stay there. You stay there. Well, I don't think that we're going to be able to get to these units here. Of course, this guy looks like he's dead meat. Yep. What did this guy do? I forget. Oh, yeah, the distant land stuff. Okay. So we're probably not going to be able to get to those. It was probably either a culture or maybe a gold thing. So, you know, we've got plenty of gold. I don't have anywhere to go with the culture. So, it's fine. It's fine. I wish I would have hit it, but we didn't. We did not. All right. This guy, I don't know. Get back over. I think the ships will be able to keep. I'm not 100% certain on that. They might need to be in with like what they call a naval commander. I think it's either naval commander or admiral or something like that. Kind of same thing with the commander, but on the ocean. So I don't know if we're going to keep our ships or not. We'll see, though. This guy I've did explored. So, your work here is done, sir. Your work here is done. I got nothing for you. Got nothing for you. Okay, so this should be it. This should be the end of the Middle Ages, the Exploration Age, however you wish to describe it here, unless something's changed. So we're going to go into the next turn. I think we're going to go into the next age, but I'm not 100% certain. Boats just don't vanish because a calendar day clicks by. Well, it's going to be like 500 or 1,000 years. So that's, well, not 1,000 years. About 500 years, possibly. Well, maybe not that much. 300 years? 200 years? Something like that. It's going to be like the 1700s, 1800s, something like that. So, but hell, we'll find out here. Let's click it. Let's do it, people. All right, Madrid. It was good knowing you. Spain. Hasta luego, baby. Here we go. Of course, I gotta move another unit. I don't know. I thought we were going to Barak. Oh, I guess we can't get into Barak because he's got walls. I don't know. Whatever, man. I don't know. Whatever. That one. We'll go there. Whatever. Doesn't bother me. All right, I think this is it, people. I think this is it. We're going to say goodbye to Madrid as our capital city. Drum roll, please. Why do you keep doing this to me? Gosh dang it. Okay, well, he made it, apparently. There we go. So there's that. All right, we're going to go back to Madrid. Please don't do this a third time, game. All right, next turn. Here we go. Turn number 131, 1400 AD. How far into the future do we go? Harriet Tubman. Right there. Get into the dungeon, Tubman. Down into the dungeon where you belong. That's right. I am in so much trouble. So much trouble here. Harriet Tubman, get into the dungeon. Okay. Okay, so we've got a number of these points that we got from the stuff that we did. Yay. We did, okay on, culture. Gosh, we were one away from Treasure Fleet. I don't care, the military thing screwed up. I think this is totally retarded. 4 specialists, like, come on, man. Okay. Not like, hey, you built a university or something along those lines. Nope. Nope, you're a dummy because you didn't put specialist in. Well, I was trying to grow my empire. Whatever. But it looks like I did pretty good. Confucius is the closest one to me, and then Ian. Everybody else is well far behind. So, there we go. There's that. What does it mean? I don't know. I have no idea. But I get 20 LXP out of it, so yay. Yay for me. And I got not quite the amount that I needed there for whatever that is, so yay! I guess. I have no idea what any of this means. No rewards unlocked, of course. Of course not. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Now we get to choose, because this game is made by retarded people, a brand new civilization. So you, yes, you out there in the chat can decide Bear's future. Great, no rewards, just points. Yeah, great. I wouldn't call it the exploration age. I'd call it the Four Horsemen age. I'd call it the Middle Ages, but with exploration stuff stuck into the Middle Ages that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Yay. Did a giant with a blue head wrap just run into our city and jump into a hole? It wasn't just any hole. It wasn't just any blue head. That was Harriet Tubman jumping into my dungeon, where she belongs. Where she belongs. Okay, people, so we can become Buganda? Really? Buganda. We're going to go with Buganda. You started off as Greece. You went to the Spaniards, and now you're going to go to Buganda. Get the hell out of here. We can become the French, finally. With Charlemagne. That would be cool. Charlemagne ruled medieval France. But it's not medieval French. God dang it, it's the modern age. For crying out loud. The hell we're going to become Mexico. That ain't happening. We can become Prussia. Yay. We could become just straight Russia. What's the difference? I don't know. We could become Siam, the Siam we is. We are locked out of America for some reason? Why? Why? Seriously? Okay. Alright. I had to play as Harriet Tubman. The hell I am. Okay, so I can't play as Great Britain. I can't play as Spain. I can't play as whatever, or Nepal, or whatever. Okay, terrific. Okay, tell us our options. I know Ruth has a favorite, but tell us our options. Well, let's see. I'm not going to do Buganda because that's retarded. I can do French, and that would actually give me some of these. Let's see. Can I do view details? Can I do that? Okay, I can. Let's see. We are militaristic and diplomatic, of course. Naturally. That makes total sense. Let's see. You can select celebration effects in any of the standard government in modern age. Okay. 30% production towards constructing the Eiffel Tower, as it should be. We get a Garde Impériale. That would be a French Imperial unique infantry unit. More expensive to train, though. Okay, a Jacobian. A great person with one charge can only be trained in cities with an avenue, and the specific Jacobian receives as random. So basically a conquistador, essentially. Each Jacobian can only be received once. Cost increase as they're trained. Yeah, so like a... we can get an avenue created by constructing the Jardin, La Francais, and the Salon in the same district. And that's these guys right here. It gives me culture and happiness and culture, as it were. Good old French. Good old French. Birthday Girl just likes elephants, but let's hear the options first. Let's see. Flower, Japan, or elephant, Siam. Well, I can't do Japan. I'm not able to. I'm locked out of it. Siam. Let's take... Siam? Really? I don't know. Cultural and diplomatic. Let's see. Grants a unique diplomatic action to immediately become a suzerain of a city-state or higher. Okay. You get a Siamese unique ranged unit, and it looks like it's some sort of, I don't know, horse? Is that a guy with a machine gun on a horse? It's got to be loud for the horse. And a Uparat. Great person with 1 charge. Okay, so basically like a conquistador, and I get a bang. Heyo! I get I get 3 culture and happiness. Yeah, when I bang, yeah, I get happiness too. Ageless does not remove water house bonuses on a tile. Must be placed on an existing improvement or a navigable river. You know, I'm kind of leaning towards the French just because it gives us these kind of unique districts. The hell I'm going to do Mexico, even though it does give us unique districts. That's just not going to happen. Let's see. Prussia, I get a Hussar and a Stuka bomber. Look at there. But I can't fly because I didn't research anything. So I don't know how well that's going to work. Militaristic and diplomatic. And I get a geographic choice. Okay, Charlemagne ruled part of the Prussian Empire. Okay, cool. So we can do that. We can do Russia. Gives us a Cossack and a Katusha rocket launcher. I don't think those existed at the same time. Let's see, a ranged unit and a cavalry unit. And I get a unique empire improvement if I build it in the tundra. Nah, I don't care about that one. I don't want to become Russia. Honestly. Notice they give us Russia and not Ukraine. And of course, let's just check it out. Buganda, or as I like to call it, Buganda. Culture when pillaging buildings. Yeah, that tracks. Abba Wamboa, a unique infantry unit at heals, 10 health points from pillaging. Yeah, that tracks. And a whatever, a Bulgarian unique army. Screw it, I can't pronounce any of this stuff. I'm not picking this. Like crying out loud. Okay, so I would like French. I'll settle for Prussia, mainly because it kind of fits with Charlemagne, at least, kind of, sort of. Mexico, God, please don't make me pick Mexico. And I just don't think Siam fits, right? I mean, we started out as Greece, we were Spain. Like, how the hell did we become Siam? Which, if I recall correctly, Siam is Thailand, correct? Thailand, or right around that area. Thailand, Cambodia, that part, if I remember correctly. Siam. If Bear remembers correctly. Okay. Elephant for Mrs. P. Money. Crying out loud. You might be like, did you hear the conquistadors? And I'm like, yeah, but I'm married to the elephants now. Oh, for crying out loud. French is also okay. French is her second choice, and my second choice, but man, Prussia sounds pretty cool to me. Those words are hard to spell. You know what's been harder, Amy, is trying to say them. Prussia becomes Germany, so I'm not so sure how much you want to go into that history. Wait a minute. The Great German Empire fighting against Harriet Tubman, the letters would come in. They'd be pouring in left and right. I wouldn't just be banned from YouTube. I would be buried underneath YouTube headquarters. Oh boy. Put me in the sights of some hit squad from Antifa. Well, let me take a drink. Here, I'll turn down. Let me turn down the. I'll turn down the game sound, and let me know if I'm still. I'm crackling a little bit. I did like 5 minutes every 5 minutes yesterday. So I got a little crackling going on here. Crackling. France it is. What does Melissa have to say? That's what I want to know. Yeah, I really kind of want to go with France. We have Charlemagne. Finally, it fits. I get some unique quarters. And I get a French guard. So I'm guessing this is like, it's funny. We're dealing with Charlemagne, but it's like the French Revolution period, I suppose. So that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Better. That's a bit better. I am not crackling. Okay. Thought it was my voice that was crackling. All right. All right. May I ask Mrs. P. Money to indulge Bear here? I understand elephants. I get it. I get it. You know, again, I started out as Greece, playing as a French guy, so if I finally get to keep it in Europe and finally get to kind of come full circle and make it a French empire here, I know our Spanish friends out there might be a little ticked, but I think that tracks the best. I think it does. You know, you do something like Buganda, it's like, no, that doesn't even work. That doesn't even work. She says, okay, French. Ruth has French in her ancestry. Well, there you go. There you go. Okay. I wish I could be America, though. That would have been nice. Or great. I would have went with Great Britain. Economic and expansionist. I don't need the expansionist, but the economic might be good. But militaristic and diplomatic. That would be the old carrot and the stick, people. So let's go ahead and let's click that. And how do I? Okay, French Empire. Okay, so I guess you have to play as some of these to unlock them. So I've only played as 2 different characters, and I really haven't played the other character in many, many, many months. So this is pretty much the only save that I've been playing on here. So, all right, French Empire it is. I'm going to count it down from 5. If you got any suggestions left, that would be 4. That'd be 3. She expects a lot of conquistadors as payment for giving up Siam. It'd be Jacobians. I hope she's okay with that. Jacobian. You know, I do a little. I'm not wearing a shirt, but I'm doing the old necktie pull here about Jacobian. But yeah, whatever. All right, 3. We got the 3. Sorry, Bear, crackling again. You may want to end tonight with the New Age. That's what I plan on doing. So, all right, going to 2. I'm sorry that I'm crackling. And we're going to go with 1. And finally, that was B0. We're choosing the French Empire. Choosing France. As it should be. Ironically enough, in the French Revolution with the French king, but we're going with it, people. We're going to go with it. Liberty, elegante, and fraternity, people. Yes, indeed. So, very cool. French Empire benefits from large cities and large armies. I'm sorry, I'm breaking up here, so let's just go ahead. Begin the game. I'm not going to begin anything here. Okay, modern age. Let's do this, people. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and wrap it up for this evening. And then the next time when we come back here next Monday, we'll start brand new age here with the modern age here in France. So I'm just going to click begin. And gosh, dang it. I meant to hit save, but let's just do economic this time. We're not going to do anything with science, so let's just go ahead and do an economic this time. Okay, continue, and, okay, all right. I'm going to become a French railroad tycoon. All right, accept. All right, and I got all of this stuff to go through the next turn. Wait a minute, I thought they were supposed to reset their relationship. Ah, crap. Okay, well, at least Ahsoka the World Announcer likes me. That's all. All right, so let me go ahead and save this. I'm going to go ahead and get out of this for you good people. Back up the thumbnail. And you good folks. I'm going to go ahead and save it here. So we're going to save it at the very beginning of the new age that we have. And then we'll go through this the next time. There we go. Save it. And exit the menu. And as we always ask, not hashtag one more turn, but hashtag is the game going to crash? Is the game going to crash? Maybe? Maybe not. No, it did not crash. Did not crash. If you had did not crash in your bingo card, make sure you pick up your wings before we leave tonight. French Railroad Tycoon. That tracks. Yeah, literally it tracks. Literally. So now Charlemagne is now the French president. Okay, we'll go with it. We'll go with it. Taking Ruth out for Greek food for her birthday tomorrow. Make sure it's Greek, followed by a little bit of Spanish and French to wrap it up. So, do like a Greek appetizer, a Spanish main course, and a nice Parisian. Don't crash! Don't crash! Don't crash! No, it did not crash. Thankfully, did not crash. So, everybody out here, we're saying. Happy birthday. Do I have to sing it? Am I still breaking up? Let's sing it here. All right, people. Let's do it all together here. 1, 2, 1, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mrs. P. Money. Happy birthday to you. And many more. And many, many more people. Yes, indeed. All right. I actually kind of like the crackling happy birthday song. All right. Okay, well, once again, I apologize for the crackling. It's probably because the internet got screwed up earlier. But if you're new here, number one, thank you for hanging out with us here. We do this every Monday and Tuesday evening, 8 o'clock Eastern on the Eastern Coast. Hope you come on back and say hello again to us next time. But I need to say thank you to Amy, Melissa, all the little P-Moneys. Mrs. P-Money, happy birthday. P-Money, have a great dinner tomorrow evening. Melissa is well out there. All right, people. Thank all of you. If you like the show, make sure you hit that thumbs up, the bell. You know the drill, people. You're good YouTube folks out there. Thank all of you. And, of course, all of our Russian bots, lurkers, and former Firaxis employees. Hopefully you'll be able to find another job here really soon. Really soon here, people. But you know what? All of this crackling and going into the new age has made Bear hungry. So he's going to head back into the woods. You're welcome, Mrs. Money. So, until next time, people. Grrrr! Okay. Night, everyone.